When life closes one door, it's easy to stand there, staring at the wood and metal, feeling the weight of what's lost. The silence behind that door can feel deafening, the memory of what once was echoing in your mind. Rejection, failure, heartbreak, whatever form the closing door takes, it's natural to grieve for the missed opportunity or the changed path. But in the midst of disappointment, there's a truth that often goes unnoticed. Every ending is also a beginning. In moments when the world seems determined to keep you out, remember that life is a corridor lined with doors. Some open, some closed, a few just waiting for you to turn the handle. Sometimes, the door you thought you needed is the one that wasn't meant for you. Life's wisdom often reveals itself in hindsight. That job you didn't get? Maybe it freed you for something better. The relationship that ended? Perhaps it made space for growth, for new connections, for self-discovery. It's tempting to focus on what's lost rather than what's possible. But possibility is always present, quietly, persistently, waiting for you to notice. When one door closes, look around. There might be a window cracked open, letting in a breeze you hadn't noticed before. There might be a hallway leading somewhere unexpected. The key is to refuse to let disappointment blind you to the opportunities still within reach. Every person at some point faces closed doors. The artist whose work is rejected, the student denied admission, the entrepreneur whose idea fails to take flight. What sets people apart is not whether they encounter obstacles, but how they respond. Some see a closed door as a final verdict, an end. Others see it as a redirection, a signal to keep searching, to keep moving forward. Think about the stories of those who inspire you. So often, their journeys are defined not by easy successes, but by resilience in the face of setbacks. J.K. Rowling's first Harry Potter manuscript was rejected by multiple publishers before finding a home. Steve Jobs was fired from the very company he founded, only to return and transform it. These stories aren't just tales of triumph. They are reminders that closed doors are not permanent walls, but detours on the road to something greater. It's not always easy to recognize opportunity in the shadow of disappointment. Sometimes you need to give yourself time to process, to mourn what's been lost, to gather your strength. But once you're ready, it helps to shift your perspective from what cannot be to what could be. Ask yourself, what have I learned from this experience? What strengths have I uncovered in myself? What new paths are open to me now that weren't before? Curiosity is your ally. When you approach the world with a sense of curiosity, closed doors become invitations to explore. Instead of asking, why did this happen to me? Try asking, what can I discover from here? Sometimes the answer lies in an unexpected place, a new hobby, a different career path, a chance encounter with someone who changes your life. Resilience is built not in the absence of hardship, but through engagement with it. Every time you choose to look for another door, you strengthen your ability to adapt and grow. With each setback, you gather tools, patience, creativity, determination that will serve you well, not just in this moment, but in every challenge you face. Imagine standing in a long hallway. Behind you, a door has closed softly. Ahead, you see a series of doors, some slightly ajar, others closed but not locked. You can choose to stay where you are, lamenting the door that's shut. Or you can summon the courage to move forward, to try the next handle, to see what lies beyond. Each door represents a possibility, a new friendship, a different career, a fresh perspective on life. Sometimes, the doors that open are not the ones you expected. They might lead you down winding paths, introduce you to people you never thought you'd meet, or teach you lessons you didn't know you needed. With time, you may look back and realize that the door that closed was a blessing in disguise, setting you on a path better suited to your talents and dreams. It's also important to remember that you're not alone in your journey. Everyone faces closed doors, and everyone has the capacity to find new ones. Reach out to others, share your story, listen to theirs. Often, the encouragement and support of those around you can help you see the doors you missed on your own. Let gratitude be part of your process. Even as you grieve what's gone, find moments to appreciate what remains and what's possible. Gratitude doesn't erase disappointment, but it can lighten your heart and give you the energy to keep moving. Don't be afraid to knock. Not every door will swing open at your first try. Sometimes, you'll need to be persistent, to try again and again before you find an opening. Sometimes you'll need to build your own door, forging a path where none seemed to exist before. In the end, the message is simple but profound. When life closes a door, remember that other doors remain. New opportunities await, often where you least expect them. Embrace the unknown, trust in your resilience, and move forward with hope. Every closed door is a chapter, not the whole story. Your journey is defined not by the endings, but by the courage to seek new beginnings. As you walk the hallway of life, remember, for every door that closes, another is waiting, just around the corner, ready to be opened by you.